it over there right now because I always want to talk to those people. It's like all the way across the toilet water flushes the other way, right? So Rick likes this one. He says this timing is awesome. It's 10 a.m. on Monday. Okay, awesome. So this is sort of kind of a good time too, then, right? Who likes this time over the 2 p.m. Eastern time? Let's do that. Let me see that. We got a lot of people coming in, so it's enough in here to get a 12 p.m. in New Zealand. Yes, great time. Great time. 4 a.m. It's probably a good time for you. Like this time better. I do. It's like every time, no matter what time we have a lot of people who like who like one time or another. What's going on, Rob? Awesome. My time doesn't matter. So you guys, let's go here from there. Who was on the training last week with Robert and I, and we went over and we did some Google Hangout stuff, and I was showing you how I was ranking these Google Hangouts, betting on the site stuff here. I guess me. Awesome. Okay, so people missing the piss. I'm sorry, Rob. Couldn't make it. Watch the replay. Too cool. So what I sort of want to do with this is I just want to spin, and actually let's do this. You're going to like this. This is our cool agenda. This is how high speed we are. Okay, I took this right out of the email that I sent out earlier. Can you see this? So I want to talk about Hangouts first, and then what we're going to get into is I'm going to go ahead and bring AJ on. And I sent some emails. I got my start in offline with AJ. Like I bugged the hell out of him. I was like, yo, do I need this or do I do this, that? And he's like, dude, just go do this and then come back and talk to me. And I did it, and I was making money, and then I didn't have to talk to him that much more after that because, I actually listened to the things he said. So AJ, you're here, right? I heard you comment earlier.
I'm here.
Right, perfect. So I wanted to get you on and introduce because I brought you into a live hangout the other day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so AJ was like on Facebook. I was like, hey, if you're around. I was doing another live hangout, doing some more testing. I said, hey, AJ, come on here. He came on a hangout, and then that was around the time we got to talking. He's like, hey, let me show you this cool, stuff I'm doing, these tactics, this email stuff, and this system I have set up. And then that got me really excited. So what I figured was we start this out with a little bit of just some of the hangout stuff, revisit that, just show you guys updating a little bit of things there, if that's fine, and then we'll move right into AJ and let him show you exactly how, and tell me if I'm wrong, because the way that you explained it to me, and I've seen this, AJ, is pretty much for free, at the most $5, $10. You can literally get started with a really solid marketing plan, right?
Absolutely. You can get started for free, get your first clients to reinvest. I'm going to go through everything part of it.
Awesome, perfect. So I know everybody's excited about that. I'm excited about that. Let's do this. Let's catch up for a second. With let me go in this window over here. So if everybody was on the call and they remember, one of the terms was that we did the Google Hangout for was SEO expert, Washington, D.C. And what happened was we did the Hangout before the call, and then we were, during our live training, we were on, I think, the second page. Okay, so I'm going to go to Google right now, and we're going to look at where we're at, and this is just a little bit over a week later. And AJ, I know you're digging this stuff because I know you like SEO stuff. So expert Washington.
Are we supposed to see your browser right now?
Yes. Can you not see my browser?
All I see is Daredevil Marketing on your background.
Now can you see my browser?
There we go.
All right. So I'm in an incognito window here. I went to Google. I was paused on the. That's fine. So this is what happened. So here's the Hangout down here at number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me zoom in a little bit. Might help a little bit here. All right. So guys, if you remember, it was on the second page. Now here we are. See, it was 6 days ago. It has the time on here, and we did this specifically right before our webinar. And you can see this was the page, or this was the category of the page it was embedded on, and we're number 1 there. And this is where this Hangout was. So it's some really interesting things happening here with these Hangouts. Embed them on your sites. We're still in early testing phase, right, guys? Because look, you can see this was only from 6 days ago. So I got a lot of time, a lot of data to collect, for sure. But let me ask everybody that's on the call right now, how many people, because I saw in the Facebook groups, I got PMs and emails, how many people went out and they started testing this stuff, live Hangouts, either with clients or with their friends or self? Let me know what you did in the chat box. Let me just see. Let me just get a little gauge. Oh, wait. I can't. I'm at the top of the chat box. We'll be doing it tonight. There we go. I was like, nobody's talking to me. Have it number 1. Yes, it did. Yep, it did. Not yet. We'll be doing tonight. Yep. So this is awesome. So this is what I like to see, and that's sort of what Robert and I talk about. It's like that is what is Daredevil marketing, right? It's getting out there. You saw me do it, and I said, hey, go just repeat it. I sure exactly do repeat it, and you went out there and you're doing it. So the just dumb test yielded number 1 listings. Nice, Dan. Trace is doing not yet. We'll do this week. Just make sure you get to it. I see a lot of not yet getting to it. Just make sure you get to it. Stuff's a lot of fun. So the one that we actually did, now this was really cool. Okay, so we were testing more Hangouts yesterday, and I pulled AJ into a Hangout. And let me explain this, guys. So the Hangout we titled, we were going for the word local SEO, and then I tagged it a certain way, and I did some things so that what came about from this Hangout was just like it just brought half my website with me. So let me show you guys this. Okay, local SEO all into Virginia, which I have people that representatives there. So here's the Hangout that we did a day ago. This is 42 minutes long. It's actually a really good call. We talked about a lot of good marketing stuff. And look at this spot right here. This is marketing announcements new. This picked up mine and syndicated number 3, number 4, number 5. And then here's down here number 6. So you think if I told to any business owner in Arlington, Virginia, I mean, think about this. Who knows Arlington, Virginia? It's good average income, expensive, high cost of living, a lot of businesses there. There's a lot of there's a metro station runs right through it. It's a bustling area. And how powerful I think is like Google local SEO Arlington, Virginia, and look what's happening, all from just embedding these Hangouts. So what do you got? Let me see, Ryan, have you recorded any calls yet from the Hangout? I'm not sure what you mean, JD. Have you recorded any calls yet? They're crazy rich, exactly, because there's a lot of money there. I lived there before. So anyways, that's what I want to go with you guys. We're still in the middle of doing a lot of this testing. Okay, guys, so Robert and I, trust me, our ears to the ground. We're actually in there doing right now. Keep you guys updated. But let's go back to this, AJ. How about this?
Nice.
Okay, let's make sure we're on track here. Oh, let's do number 1. Okay, so AJ is on the line, right? I told you guys I got started, and we talk about how as he puts it, I pestered him endlessly until I finally started doing it. So do you want to tell that story how we actually met, AJ? Because some people may be interested in that.
Yeah, about 18 months ago, I was in the offline world doing, making some real money doing it, and I saw a bunch of people selling shit products out there. So I decided to get into selling product business, and I partnered up with somebody. I was like, hey, I'll give you shit that works. You sell it. I don't want to be drug into this world at all. So we did one, and we did like a $97 master course or something. I'm down in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. We're on a webinar, and the chat box is just lit up with Ryan, asking every question that will never happen. It will never happen, but everything. What if this happens? What if there's a lunar eclipse when they call back? Will that affect it? We literally had to cut this guy off from asking questions. Said, hey, go do something. Prove to us you did something, and I'll answer more questions. So we literally had to shut him down.
Let's make sure that there's 2 sides of our story. So I see comments coming in right now. I see them coming in right now. So, but no, I remember. Well, it's crazy because that's what I just got a job. That's right when I got a job promotion. I moved down to South Carolina where I currently live, and I was like, man, screw this. I got to go back to this internet marketing stuff. And then I remember I came across you and Lee on the forum, right? And then I remember you had a $97 thing. I said, I'm going to pay these guys $97 and get my money's worth. And I did. But it came down, and
I did the same thing.
No, I know. And it's crazy, I saw the value in it immediately, and I made sure it got work. But it was cool because I know now why you put up me back then. It's because I have people like that too, but they're doing it. So it's how can you say go away when someone's actually doing this stuff in the weeds. So
exactly, the biggest benefit I see most people leaving on the table is you're on a webinar like this with me and Ryan. We both run really successful offline companies. Ask the questions that need asked. We're not going to get to all of them usually, but pick our brains while we're on these calls. This is the best anything you can have done for you, but most people don't take advantage of it. Like I just said, if I was Ryan on that call when I got started with offline, there was no blueprint, nobody selling the stuff. I had to figure it out. If I switched shoes with him, I would have been that same guy.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I remember and it's funny because from then to now, we've both become pretty good friends, right?
Yep.
And I send some emails. It is like AJ has one of the best, like just craziest minds. Like he just always has all these things, all these awesome techniques. And we were laughing. We were actually laughing yesterday after the hangout. You were showing me, one of your techniques, and then one of the emails that it got sent back to you because the person, you caught their attention. It did what it was supposed to do, and so things like that. But let's do this. Let me get back over to the chat box real quick. Let's see here. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Mike. The 3 weeks training was not just about how to set up a hangout. It's going to be a lot of stuff.
And while he's doing that, I want to throw something in that we're going to test this week. If you guys are going after these local niches to prove yourself in beforehand, because our company ranks for like stuff like Houston liposuction, then we go get a client, find a very low competition keyword and get ranked for that. Houston plumbers. That's probably not a good example, but get ranked for that and just make your sales pitch inside of Google. So when you contact these people, go say search for Houston plumber. They pull up a video of you're selling them on your services, and you just take it over. I mean, there's so many routes to go with it. It's insane.
All right, I got to find, okay, so here we go, staff. So what I want to do is, are you ready for me to hand the screen over to you?
I can't be in 2 seconds.
I mean, the Daredevil logo does look pretty cool, but they're probably getting tired of looking at that. We need to put another text document up and quit. No.
My fancy slides are coming up. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure these things are so fancy.
I know.
And that was another thing, too. So the same way that Robert and I are in a partnership, guys, AJ is in a partnership with a guy named Lee, and Lee still does teach and train stuff. But anyways, AJ and I represent both the same side of one partnership where we're just like, just go do stuff, not really think too much about it. Whereas our partners were a little bit more methodical, a little bit more thought out than us. So like, well, hold on a sec.
Keep us in check.
So yeah, I'm surprised that Robert just let us run loose on a webinar today, but this is going to be cool.
I just assumed he was in the hospital because he let us loose on it.
All right, you ready for the screen?
I'm ready. Pass it over.
All right, here we go. Make presenter.
If
You guys may.
It's not our fault.
Yes, you might get a flag here for 1 second. So hold on.
Can you guys see my screen and my beautiful mug?
Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yes.
That picture was taken in New York City a couple months ago. If you guys never been to New York City, go. It's fun. And if you go by Airbnb and you can stay in an apartment and live like a New Yorker. Anyway, you guys ready to get started? We need some interaction in this chat box. If you guys aren't interacting, I get bored and then I fall asleep talking.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, no, we got a great crew here. You're gonna like this. This is gonna be fun.
I was gonna say Ryan talked you guys up pretty much.
We're gonna like some hell yeahs in there. Oh, see, look at that. Told you.
Is this live, Tom?
Look, Tony says yes, biatch. Let's go. See?
All right.
Here we go.
All right. Some people on the call might not know me. Like Ryan said, basically I started out in the offline game back before there was an offline game. Nobody was selling products on it. David Cavanahan or whatever his name was made some big long posts in the Warrior Forum ages ago. I was like, I'm going to go test this out. I was out there crushing it. And that's when offline kind of got big in the Warrior Forum about 18 months ago, right around there, 2 years ago. I started buying products. And since I already had an offline business, I could buy a product, pull one little idea out, and add it to my income stream, and it would be worth it for me. But I was looking at all these products from the ground floor up, and since I had the experience doing this, I could look these products up and down and say, hey, whoever bought this is going to try this, and it's not going to work for them. They're going to fail, they're going to waste money, and they're going to waste time. Kind of got pissed. Hit up 5 different people I bought products from and kind of respected, and they knew what they were doing. Hit up a guy named Lee Cole. Said, hey, I've got this killer method I'm using. I'll put it in a PDF form. Will you sell it? We'll split the money. I don't want to do anything else. So that was my venture into the online marketing world of the offline niche. Over the course of 18 months, I kept getting drugged further and further into it to where I was the face of the company. I was doing all the training. But I was doing so much that I didn't have time to focus on my real offline business, and that's where my passion lies. I did an 18-month spree in here. We had a mid-six-figure business running and going. Finally, June of this year, middle May, I said, Lee, as far as June 1st this year, I'm handing the company over to you. I don't want any money. Just take it and run with it. Make sure all our people are taken care of. I'm going back to the offline world and started 2 brand new companies from scratch. Right now, I own 2 different companies. One of them targets just auto dealers. The other one targets is the mass market, dentists, chiropractors, and lawyers, stuff like that. And we're going to talk about that in this call. I hear I'm overall just a swell guy. Ryan says it to me every day. I wake up and on Skype it's a message from Ryan saying, I just want to let you know you're swell. So that always helps. Also taught numerous people how to make their first dollar offline. We've done a lot of training. We've done a lot of products. And behind the scenes, a lot of stuff. I gave away a lot of my time for free to people just to see faces and hear their responses when they got their first offline check. So the stuff I do and talk about isn't something tested in theory. A lot of people, I hate to put it out there, but throw a bunch of shit at the wall, figure out something that works once, and sell it and call it a method. It's not a method unless it's actually been tested.
Amen.
Exactly. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. Me and him are the testing gurus back there. We make up stuff. What he was telling about the letter, I actually did reputation management. Do not send out white envelopes with a bad review written on the front of them, even though it gets their attention. I had this email from a lady saying she's going to press libel charges for me if I ever contact them again. Of course, I replied to the email, but yeah.
no, so it's like this. It's like I've mailed the bad reviews inside of an envelope and just left the review with like a phone number, and that works well. And I've been cursed out plenty of times for doing that. And then you said I wrote it on the outside of the envelope. I just started chuckling. I was like, I can't wait to see what you got. And then so. But yeah,
this
exactly.
lady was a complete witch, and I'm glad she didn't respond to my email, but it was pretty funny. That's something we were sharing on the webinar or the hangout the other day. All right, here's what. See, my slides probably won't work, guys. If these aren't fancy enough for you, I apologize. I don't do fancy. This is the last second thing, so the fact that I got slides together, it's pretty.
This is fancier than I could have did. They wouldn't even got color.
I just know the right box to check when I set it up. When I open it up, I know which button to check and make this look like this. So this is as fancy as it gets. Can everybody hear me all right? All right, Cassandra, I bumped it up a little bit just to make sure. All right, just making sure. What everybody doesn't tell you about this offline marketing game, 2 years ago, 2.5 years, 3 years ago, it was still competitive, but it's not as competitive as it is now. It is literally a battlefield. I have clients that I talk to on a weekly basis. I ask them what they're getting in the mail, what they're getting in an email, what they're doing here, what they're doing there, and what they're seeing, just so I can make my message stand out from all that. The stuff these people are seeing on a daily basis, it's literally insane. They're getting marketed to for SEO, mobile websites, social media, PPC, mobile apps. Anything you can think of to sell, they're getting their inbox full of it. They're getting their direct mail full of it. They're just getting everything slammed with it. So it's hard to cut through all the crap out there. You need to give them a reason to contact you. And we're going to talk about creating what I call creating the reason or creating the desire. It's a little off the wall, but it's going to save you so much time and get you much better results. And just be honest, I don't know what's going to pop up next when I click these, so I don't like playing on an even playing field. A lot of people out there are just trying to compete heads up, me versus you, with a company that's got $1 million advertising budgets. They can drown these people in direct mail, hire cold callers, send emails, and have sales reps out there. You guys can't try to compete with them on that level starting out. Unless you do have $1 million budget. If you do, go for it. Test, tweak, and track. You'll do fine. But I don't think anybody on this call has got a huge budget to get started with this offline world. We need stuff that works, gets effective, gets money in the door that you can reinvest. There we go. All right. What are the 3 traditional ways to contact people?
Is that an actual question?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, email. Okay. Well, some people call, email, cold calling, right? Phone, email, face-to-face, phone, mail.
Face-to-face. Okay, we got most of them. All right, cold calling. Does anybody on this call like to cold call? Because if you'd like to cold call, I'll hire you probably right now to start calling tomorrow. Somebody said yes. Drop your email in.
You'll find some cold callers. You'll find some cold callers on here.
I have no problem.
We have some out there. Or they talk a big game when I ask, anyways.
Exactly, and then after a week trial, it's nothing. So, direct mail. This is my passion. If you guys know some of the stuff I've done in direct mail, like we just said, I wrote bad reviews, like reviews that would make a company just crumble up and cry on the outside of envelopes. I put whiffball bats with crazy marketing messages in 3-foot-long triangle tubes and sent them out. I've sent candies from local...
I've done that with you. I've done that one with you.
Exactly. I've sent candies from local like candy shops in Chicago by courier to the location with a note attached. There's nothing that's in direct mail that I haven't tried. Lumpy mail, I could talk all day about this, but that's a whole different webinar. Scaling becomes a whole process on its own. There are ways to automate it, but when it comes down to it, scaling and tracking direct mail becomes a mini business on its own. It's harder to do, and the prices start coming up once you get going that way. Emailing business owners. Who here has ever tried to email business owners to get their business or get them to call you? Who here has ever had good results with it?
See, I want everybody to do it. Someone said never works.
1 out of 300, not working. No, of course. If I can convince you by the end of this call and show you a method that emailing works, will you guys start doing it tomorrow? Ryan told me you guys were action takers.
Yep, they will.
All right.
I'll put you in the. I don't even think you're in our Facebook group. We got a couple thousand people in there. I'll throw you in there. Because people come back and say, "Hey, I did it and it worked." So
that's just why I need another Facebook group.
Yeah, but it's not just any Facebook group. Look, I'm in hard to tell too. It's my Facebook group.
It's very sweet.
Why wait till tomorrow? I love it, Stan. Stan's like, I'll do it right after the call.
I'll show you guys how to do it right after this call, and you'll wake up tomorrow with some emails and some data you can use. Now, why email? Most people getting started, they're trying to quit their job, they're behind on bills. There's every reason out there. None's better than the other one, but most people need a cheap way to get those first 1, 2, 3 clients. If you just get 3 clients on a mobile website and get $1,500 in the door, do you think you could turbocharge your marketing? Exactly. You need quick results that get cash in your pocket. 1, it'll prove that you can do it. 2, it'll get your spouse or significant other off your back and prove that you're bringing money in. And then you can go whatever directions you want. Email is also amazingly easy to track, and we're going to go into that too. It can be done in bulk. If I show you how we do it here, you guys need to take this to heart. Because email is the same as direct mail. The more personalized it is, the better response you get. But the problem is, if you send out 300 personalized emails, you're going to spend a ton of time putting together those emails to get very few responses. Now, if you go the method we do, you're going to have a huge success rate, and you're not going to go through those hassles. It can be outsourced anywhere in the world. I'm going to talk about outsourcing on this, a very cheap, easy way to do it. You can have somebody doing all this for you, where all you do is answer the emails or answer the phone calls that come in and sell people. And it produces results when done right. I've been messing around with email marketing since probably October of last year. We've come out with 2 different pieces of software back when I was with Lee. One was emailing people in bulk, unique landing pages, kind of like the stuff you see out now by a few different people. And we also created another plugin that fills in contact forms, tracks the email responses, so we can get good emails. This all comes down to getting good emails that get opened and read. Now, why does email suck? You guys notice on the first slide I had the bullet points fly in, and now they don't. Low open rates. Even if you're doing it in bulk, inboxing and getting opens is a hard business. Most people don't track, so they have no idea, and they'll send out 500 to 1,000 without any results and wonder what happened. You need to figure out who opens them and do that in a methodical way. When you have somebody that opens your emails, you need them to be customized, but at the same time, don't know if anybody will ever read the damn thing. So just like I said, if you send out 300 customized emails, you're going to spend a long time putting those together, and your response rate's not going to be that good because you don't know if they'll ever get open. And last, which we're going to talk about in this call, finding emails is a pain in the ass, and we're going to cover that as well. All right, so let's turn this in our favor. Do you guys like short, sweet, to the point ways to get clients? Because I'm not going to lay out a 20-point strategy here. I'm not going to make you guys think for 5 days whether this will work or not. I'm going to give you a simple strategy that you can put into play tonight, tomorrow morning, and start getting results. If you guys want, we can do this call again tomorrow. I can complicate the hell out of it, and we can come back. All right. Send out a generic email that we can do in bulk. I'm going to cover these in detail. Track to see which ones get open using software. Then, and only then, send out customized emails to those that opened it. Answer phone or emails to get clients. Now I'm going to go over the 2 type emails we can send out on this next slide, I think. All right. Here is what I call the by the way email. This is an email you'll send to companies acting as if you want to become a paying customer and you have a question to ask. So I do a lot with restaurants. Here's my restaurant example. Do you do parties of 30 or more? We're looking for a place to hold a birthday, anniversary, bachelor or wedding rehearsal dinner, whatever you want to put in there. So you're asking them a question that is not committing you to do business with them. You're just asking them a general question. They assume you're going to email this to all the other people. Then at the end I say, and by the way, I was looking at your website on my phone. It looked all messed up. Just thought you might want to know. So you're coming in as the concerned future client. Hey, do you do this? Let's say you're going out to dentist's office. Hey, just want to know if you take Blue Cross Blue Shield. By the way, I was looking at your website. It was all messed up on my phone, so I couldn't find out the information. Thanks. Put your name down there. Now, these emails get open a lot. The benefit this email has over the next one I'm going to show you is these that get opened will get responded to. You're saying, hey, can I come in and bring 30 paying customers into your place of business and all buy stuff and drinks and party? Hell yeah, they want your business if they can do it. Even if they can't, they'll still email you back. So when they email you back, you have verifiable proof that they opened the email, and you have a name to go with the email once they email you back. Do you guys think this would get you some results and get some opens? And guys, don't copy this down. I'm giving you a free PDF at the end of this with all this stuff in there. So don't just watch, listen, and learn. Don't worry about trying to copy everything down and take screenshots.
Oh, yeah.
You covered.
I forgot to mention at the beginning. Good call. Yeah, everybody just sit back and relax and learn, and then we got you at the end.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Anybody guess the next type of email? I want to see if anybody can put a guess out there for the next type of email. Free booze? If I could figure out how to make that, work, I would. Offer a solution.
Yes, Mark.
Follow up. Complaint. Personalized. Nope.
Hard
All right,
sell.
I thought somebody might guess it. All right, let's look at this. Look how fun this is. The mobile emulator is what I call. Just like you know, I was looking at your website on my phone. I couldn't navigate around at all. Just thought you might want to know. And at the end, as my tagline, I put sent from my mobile device, sent from my iPhone, sent from my BlackBerry. I rotate through these. It doesn't matter which one I use. So what you're doing is giving the business the impression that you are on their site on a mobile phone, which reinforces the fact that they need a mobile website because people are actually looking at it on their phone. And then you're just adding this little modifier at the end to make it look like you emailed from the phone. Does that make sense on why this is so effective?
Yes, it does. I see cool, sweets, nice.
See, como no. All right. Any questions on the two methods of emailing? I mean, this right here is the main part of it. I should say that after free booze. Any questions on these two ways to email? Because the whole idea of this is most people send email in bulk, but they send the template email in bulk, which the template email was not going to give you a response rate. Customized emails get a good response rate, but if you spend the time doing customize for a bunch of emails you don't know if you're going to get open, you're going to waste your time. So instead of customizing the sales one or customizing the first touch, you template out the first touch like this. And like I said, I got this in a PDF for you, so don't worry about writing stuff down. You're going to find out which emails get open. A lot of emails, even if I show you how to later on, will not get open. They'll go to a spam folder. They just get ignored for whatever reason. So you need to narrow it down to the people that actually open and read their emails. When you do that, you know your next email is going to get open and read. Now you can take the time to customize that email. Yes, the moon phase does affect open rates. Something with Gmail, it's off.
I just I was trying to give someone else a winky face, so I gave it to Victor. I'm sorry. Thanks for making that idea.
Of course, I see. You send these, so set up a separate Gmail account, and I'll tell you why we're using Gmail in a minute. So make it lorelyn47@gmail.com. Do not send these from your business or your personal account or whatever you're going to email them the sales pitch at, because if you do the both, it's going to be caught up. I've actually done this before, and like 2 months down the road, I had a business owner ask me, he's like, I got a question for you. He's like, what's that? He goes, I got an email right before you contacted me that said my website was all screwed up. Was that you? And I was like, absolutely. He goes, thanks for doing that, or else I would have ignored your email. So this creates the desire for them. They might know they need a mobile website, but they don't know they're losing business for not having it. Both of these is showing them that, hey, I was on your website on my phone. It didn't show up. You need to fix this without saying you need to fix this. So did everybody get the gist of this? I don't have the subject line pulled up, but I got the subject line in the PDF.
Yes.
I got the subject lines in the PDF, so I don't have them in my slides. Like I said, companies are too fancy for that.
That's right, Bill. So simple.
Exactly.
Yep. Good approach.
All right. Tracking. Who on here has used Yesware? No, a few yeses. All right.
Let's see. Nope. Yeah, me never.
Few people have on here.
It's about 50-50. Yeah, a few
Yeah.
people. It's actually a little bit more haven't. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, if you guys haven't, and you're doing any type of email marketing to get clients, you need to track what you're doing, because without tracking on anything, you're just shooting blind in the wind. You need to be tracking. Yesware is free to track 100 emails a month, and for only $5 per month, they will allow you to track unlimited emails every single month. It'll tell you when they're open. It'll tell you what's clicked on. It'll tell you the location. It'll tell you a bunch of information that for $5, it's unbeatable. And the 100 emails tracked a month is 100 emails opened and tracked. So if you send out 500 and only 100 get open, it'll track those 100. Mitch, what's the difference on tracking available on Aweber? Aweber, they have to be added to a list. With this, you can just send the emails out without having them added to a list. The $5 is unlimited emails tracked. Do you guys think if you could track every single email you send out for $5 a month, it would be worth $5 a month?
Yes.
I don't know how they could charge less. I don't know how they get away with charging $5 actually, but
yeah, I got really happy when AJ was showing me. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't know how they make money. They have bigger plans, but that's not.
No, it says Gmail on it. It doesn't. It integrates with Gmail.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into it here once we get.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Once I finally get off these slides, because I hate doing slides.
Yeah, no.
You guys like webinars with slides or live presentations?
But see, everyone. I mean, you could go through and just show them, but everyone. There's some people that has to they have to see these.
Yeah.
We're doing it for the greater good, AJ, not just for one people. Both is good.
Not for the people like us. All right.
Not for people like us. Yes. Exactly.
All right. Now you have data. Let's say you sent out a couple hundred emails. 75 of them got open. Now you have data that says these 75 emails, if I hit them back with a good subject line and a good email, I will be able to get in front of a decision maker. Now, it's not just getting in front of a decision maker, or not even a decision maker. It's not getting in front of somebody just to get in front of somebody. If you do these as planned, I'm going to talk about outsourcing, because this is, if you do it right, let's say I send out that email. It says, hey, do you do parties at 30, yada, yada. By the way, I couldn't view your website on my cell phone. Let's say it opened at 1:30 in the afternoon. Let's say at 2:15 I sent my sales email for a mobile website. Do you think that client or whoever answers that email is going to ignore that email when they just got an email from a potential client a few minutes before saying that they couldn't see their website on their mobile phone? So they're going to go ahead and look at what their website looks on a mobile phone, and a lot of times this is going to be the first time they ever see it. They don't realize there's a problem there. So they had a potential customer point out a problem, then just by happen chance, your email shows up their inbox and says, hey, we just noticed you didn't have a mobile website. Here's what we can do. And I'll talk about different solutions on this mass emailing later on, because there's some stuff out there that works and works good. Turn off Skype. I'm never without Skype. I think my computer crashes if I have Skype off. Either way, with this way, you're landing in an inbox that you know is going to get read, knows is going to get seen, with a potential client that already has the problem you're going to propose to them and on their mind. I know I'm not saying this exactly correct because it sounds jumbled coming out of my mind. Do you get what I'm saying, Ryan?
Yeah, look, I always get what you're saying. But
that's why we get along.
Just because I get what you're saying doesn't mean. But I think everyone else everyone is getting it, because I'm in the chat. But I know you are too, obviously, because we're talking to you. But clear up meeting. Is anyone confused? Like utterly confused? Let's go with that route. Is anyone just like, I have no idea? I've been in the Twilight Zone for like 30 minutes. What? See,
it does happen when I talk.
No utters here.
The second email is not from the same Gmail account. No. The second email can be from anything.
There you go. They were confusing that.
Okay.
I'm tracking you. I'm always confused.
So, yeah.
Nothing. Okay. All right, perfect. All right.
Just boys.
Now people are just being smart asses. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, it's gone downhill even in the chat box now. So it gives you twofold. Now you can send a targeted email to somebody you know is going to open and read it. And on top of that, your pain point that you're going to point out is already on their mind. So as opposed to your email going out blind, not getting open, not getting read, or if it does, the company might think, hey, this might work, I might need this. They have demonstrable proof beforehand that you created. You can create your own luck out there, people. This is how you do it. You create your own demand for your service. Now, as long as you're selling something like mobile websites, which they need, you're doing them a service by doing this, if that makes sense. It's something they're going to get around to eventually, hopefully. There's no problem with creating a desire for something you know they need. All right. All these other like auxiliary questions I will talk about here at the end.
Yes, please. We're going to do the questions at the end. AJ, close your chat box. Close.
What am I going to do with all my extra screens then?
I know. Just it's. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's just. All right, perfect.
Now, even though this is easy, who on here outsources anything? Have you guys started outsourcing yet? I'm going to show you how to do this very cheaply and very low-key. A lot more than I thought would.
It's because they follow us and we're huge in outsourcing. Exactly. I learned that somewhere.
I don't
remember where I learned that.
Somebody was probably talking about that at some
Somebody
point.
told me that.
It's amazing once you get rid of the shit work how much money you can actually make.
Yes.
All right. Anybody on here been on the website easyoutsource.com? All right. That's what I'm going to talk about now. All right, a few people have. Who on here has heard about onlinejobs.ph? It's like the biggest Philippines outsourcing site. The problem with that site is it costs money, and nobody wants to put money up to spend more money to pay people. So with this easy outsource, I'm going to show you this here in a minute. You need to start slow. If you only need somebody for 10 hours per week, and that's all you can afford, somebody at $3 an hour, 10 hours a week, $30 a week, start slow with somebody for 10 hours. This site allows you to get their Gmail, their Skype. You can interview a lot of people without spending any money. And a lot of people won't tell you this. Let's say you have this process down pat and you put a video together teaching them how to do it. All you got to do is hit up these people and say, hey, I want to try you out for a 2-hour test run. Have them go do it. Now, if they succeed and you have the money, hire them. But you can literally go test out 10 people for a 2-hour trial and get 20 hours of free work. You didn't hear that from me, but I don't give a shit because I'm out of this game anyway. So even if you have no money, you can still get some work done. Once the money starts rolling in, you need to increase their hours and workload. If you have somebody working 10 hours a week that's making you 2 sales a week just doing this type of stuff, that's $1,200 a week on average. Put them full time and turn that $1,200 a week into $5,000 a week. Start slow. Now I'm going to get out of these slides because I don't know what the next one is. And let me pull some stuff up here. All right. Here is Easy Outsource. All you got to do is hire workers. And the amount of people on here, because I want to show you how to do a few things on here. Let's say you don't have much money, so you want to get started. You can tailor this down as much as you want. Availability, even if you want to find somebody, this doesn't matter because you can get somebody full-time doing whatever. For the type of this stuff, I do research and data entry. I want their English level advanced, and that's all I really care about, and then you search for them. Now, there is a lot of people, well, that kind of backfired on me. Let's just go back here. All right, let's go down here and look at this. 40 hours or $4 per hour, $3 per hour, data entry specialist, virtual assistant talent, researcher, snippet writer. Using Guessware on Gmail, you can template everything out to where they don't have to write. You write the email, put it in a Gmail inbox, and they can send out the template email with no problem. Now, if we go over here, all right, I'm not logged in, but their contact information is down here. Usually they have Skype. Get on a call with these people and talk to them. If it sounds like somebody you could work with, go ahead and sign them up for a 1-week trial at 10 hours. I think everybody on here could afford $25, $30 an hour, or $30 a week to get this process started. So easyoutsource.com is one of the sites that nobody really talks about.
Yeah, what I want to say real quick, AJ, is like it's easy. Like when you start actually doing this, for anyone who hasn't, just try, even if it's not with this method, just try like with something simple, right? But once you can
whatever task that's easy that you guys don't like doing.
Yeah, think of something. This is what I always tell, like especially, and this is what I always, when I first started, I was really good about using Screencast-O-Matic. It's like $15 for the year. Everything that I did in my business, I recorded the process over my screen in like 5 to 20-minute chunks, and that way I could share it with people that I was hiring. Share, you know, and so if you guys practice that process, everything you do, you just record your screen when you're doing things you hate doing, and that way you can go to this site and say, I hate doing this, but I'll pay you $3 an hour to do it, and this is exactly how you do it. But, your sanity, just the sanity that you get back is worth it alone. All right. So.
Yeah, waking up every day with all these jobs done in your inbox where you can just go to the real work and get it done. Literally, that's how you guys will go from not making money to making money. Even if don't have clients now, I suggest you start outsourcing right now because you actually getting all this stuff done is horrible. It actually is. All right, everybody good on outsourcing? Because I've seen a few questions pop up here on the. Can I use my wife?
You just told on yourself. I thought you said you closed your chat box.
I can't help it. Stuff catches my eye and I laugh. You can use your Wi-Fi. I guarantee you should probably pay her more than $3 an hour. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right. What do you think the biggest problem in this whole method I've shown you so far is?
Good question. I'd like to see the answers for this one.
Man, the first answer was
getting emails, getting leads, automation, getting emails.
Taking action is the easiest part. All you got to do is do it.
Yeah.
Email
delivery.
List, upsells. Upsells isn't the hardest part because once you get to the upsell point, you're already swimming in gravy, so just do it. Clear communication, bulk mailing, just doing it, being disciplined. All right. A lot of people got it. Email list. How many people on here have bought a scraper or some type of software that says they'll go out and get you unlimited leads? And of those, how many returned a considerable amount of good email accounts or good emails or any emails for that matter? None. Mobile Renegade does the job, but none at all. Not many. 5%. Ugh, abysmal. Not many. Crap-o-matic. Yeah, I hear you there. We were in the same spot. So if you guys didn't want to scrape them yourself, didn't want to pay somebody to do it, where would you go to get email addresses? If you're going to buy them. Info USA. All right. I want to show you guys something right here. I want to pull this up and all right. Here is a list. In the past month or so, month and a half, there's been a bunch of good products coming out talk about emailing. So our company got back into emailing really big. Now, this is a list of 150 dentists I bought from Info USA with email accounts. How much do you think I paid for this 100 list right here? 150 contacts. How much do you think I paid for this list? We have both sides of the issue.
Someone said you paid $39.99 a month.
No, this isn't Info Free USA. This is Info USA.
Yes, and this is a different one.
This isn't Info Free where you do the subscription. This is the lead provider of choice online. So if you're doing direct mail, I would go through these companies before I had something else to get those. So
did you get it right?
I didn't. 100, yeah. Tracy did.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
Per. No, it was about 67. It was about 67 cents per. It got me the name or a contact email. It got me an address, and I had to actually call them up and talk to somebody. I couldn't order this online. I had to talk to somebody to get emails. So, of these 150 emails, how many do you think bounced? This is what kills me.
Emails. Paid for emails.
20% I saw apply through somewhere.
I saw 20%
Bill Douglas. No. I don't know. When we ask these, it goes crazy on our end, so we can't really keep track. Of these emails I paid good money for, 20% bounced. So that's $6, $12, $13.33 or something of emails records I bought just for the emails that actually bounced. Now, do you guys think it's very effective to buy emails? And another thing, okay, I called them up. I was like, I want dentist emails. Like, well, what city? I was like, let's just do Chicago. I want to get 150 out of the way right now. So we did Chicago. Let me scroll over here. Where's it at? Okay, here it is.
And why is it? I would say while he's looking, everybody make sure
Go
you're
ahead.
paying attention to what he's about to, because this is what really for me I was like, holy crap. So make sure you're paying attention right here to this part.
All right. So I said Chicago. So the lady put Chicago into her software. Well, not to pull up lists. Like, I only got X amount. I was like, well, I needed to get to the $100 threshold to get an order. I was like, all right, let's do Denver. She put it in Denver. Came back. She's like, you're still short. So here I got Denver and Chicago. I was like, I live across the river from St. Louis. Let's do St. Louis. A total of 11 emails for St. Louis dentist. And this one's a double, I think. Maybe not. It's just a dentist's office. All right. I was like, sure. Let's throw Dallas in the mix, too. So I had to do Dallas, Chicago, Denver, and St. Louis just to get 150 dentist emails. Now, if you take that math and do it across the country, I can't go big with this method, even buying from Info USA. It's just not going to happen. They have a very limited amount of emails I can contact. So, yeah, there are 100 dentists in Dallas easy.
And 20% of them bounce.
Exactly. So I only got 120 actual emails. I might use this later on for direct mail, but I was pissed when all these bounces, like email no longer in service, or I got an email back saying, this is not a response. I no longer work for this company. I was like, shit, I paid good money for this because I wanted to scale up. Dr. QB 1985. Either way. All right. So what do you think is more valuable? This list right here or this list right here? All right, here's a list of Denver dentists. You saw the other one. Let's see how many dentists I had on the other one. I had 32 dentists in Denver that I got emails by buying them straight off from Info USA. Now, let's look at this list right here. All these are Denver or the very, very closely surrounding area. Let's scroll down here. See all these names are different? These are all different. DDS Denver. I got more here. I have 143 records of dentists in Denver, Colorado. Now, of these 143, how many do you think I got emails for? Mike West got it. Yeah. 20%. Nope. All of them. Let's scroll over here. So here is all their URLs. Every website they own, I had their address, their phone number, and their website. Now let's scroll over a little more. I also have their Facebook fan page. I have their Facebook fan page for each one of these. Every one of these companies has an address, a phone number, a URL, a Facebook fan page, an email address, and I have how many likes we're here and talking about. Look at all these emails here. Do you guys think you could make money with a list of this many emails? Look at all these things. I am literally swimming in emails. I have so many emails to contact that it's literally unreal. We have scraped over 25,000 emails. We're trying to figure out how to get them out the door in time.
That should be your Facebook status. I'm swimming in so many emails. I don't even know what to do.
We have this running full time. We have no idea. We have to do customized system to get this many emails out, and you got to manage this many Gmail accounts and all that stuff. We have more emails than we could possibly ever use. It's crazy. All right. Now, if you're selling Facebook, I don't know if anybody on here is doing social media, but the way you do social media is you take a company that's already got 139 likes. They've only got one person talking about this page, no interaction. I can contact this person with email and talk to them about their shitty interaction. I have all this data here. I can hop over on their Facebook page right here. So what do you think is more valuable, this other list of 150 or this one right here? I have more data in this little spreadsheet that I can actually use than the other one all day long. Anthony, good question. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Do info like company name, emails actually?
Yeah, you actually have more data in like
usable data.
I was going to say, AJ, you actually have more data, yeah, in like 10 rows of this one than you do, like just 10,
And it's all up to date. Those other one, the Info USA ones, if I show you that spreadsheet again, I think it said December June 25th, but if you go up here, whatever. I thought, oh, this is where it is. What is this? Record obsolete date. So they scraped this probably last December 25th. So all this stuff's just irrelevant. So do you guys think if you had an email list like this, you could make money? Just this. No.
Especially with the step by, especially with the step by step that you were just given in the report. But
Exactly.
oh
All right.
yeah, sure.
Now let's just say this is just an average email list. This is the same list everybody's emailing. So let me zoom some stuff down, and let's look at this email list, because this is where it gets really fun. So let's see, Denver Wine Coop Dentist. All right, here we are on Denver Wine Coop Dentist. This software produced this result. I have this website here. Scroll down to the bottom. Please email Amy at Denver Wine Coop Dentist. How many emails, CB Will said, are these spam email accounts? I'm going to blow your mind here in just a minute. All right. How many emails do you think Amy at DenverWineCoopDentist.com gets a day? It's on their website. I'm sure it's probably on their Yelp page and Google+. How many times a day do you think this gets scraped?
Who thinks that Amy is probably just like, screw it,
jab her eyes
like,
out.
Screw it, can I get a new email address, please?
Exactly. Amy hates life. So let's look at our spreadsheet right here. What do we got going on?
Amy is a plant.
Denver Wine Coop Dentist. Here's our Facebook page. Look at this email address I have here. Let's go back here. We have Amy at DenverWineCoopDentist.com, who's clawing her eyes out right now. Right here I had, no, that's the shitty list I paid a bunch of money for. Right here, Dr. Chelsea at DenverWineCoopDentist.com.
Can you
zoom in on?
Just hold down Control and zoom in with your mouse wheel. You don't have that capability. There you go. Zoom in a little bit.
Screw that. Wow.
There's too much.
I don't know. I've never zoomed in on this.
You're worse than me,
I've
I
never
think.
literally zoomed in on the CSV file.
Do you you can Control and plus, or Control and use your mouse wheel, or hit Control and the plus sign.
Yeah.
There you go. Now everybody can see that better. I can see it better.
Dr. Chelsea at Denver Wine Coop Dentist. How many emails do you think Dr. Chelsea at Denver Wine Coop Dentist gets today? Carolyn, we know it's sad. We're not claiming to be tech experts here.
A few. That's a good answer. Only a handful of that.
Not many. All right. Do you guys think emailing this address would get you much better results than emailing Amy?
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Shoot.
Claro que sí. I know that's Spanish.
What does that mean?
I used to take Spanish. I think it means like of course or something like that.
Oh.
I used to know Spanish good, but I don't know. All right. Now, let's go to this website right here. Impressions Dental Spa. This looks like an up-and-coming dental spa. And I assume dental spas, you can get a massage while you're getting your teeth cleaned. I don't really know. Do you know anything about dental spas? They sound fun.
I think the spa is maybe referring to your mouth, because going to see a dentist sucks. So like it's like bringing your mouth to a spa. Like I think that's where they're going with it. I don't know. I've never seen this site. I don't think you get a massage and dental. I think you're just trying to use spa as like the experience. Who here likes going to the dentist? But what about a dental spa? That sounds a little bit better. I think that's what they're going with that, AJ. I don't know.
All right. Aromatherapy, scalp massage. A scalp massage while you're getting your teeth clean? All right. All right. So this looks like an up-and-coming website, right? This company looks like they got their game together. They're in Denver, Colorado. They're a dental spa. This place has money, wouldn't you say? No, Eric. I'm not going down that road.
Sorry for the typing, guys.
I assume. Oh, okay. So this company right here, let's contact this company by email. Let's look at their website. Nope, nope, nope. Let's go to the Contact Us page. They got a CAPTCHA and a contact form. All right. I can't find their email on their website. Where do we look at next? We want this company's website. They look like they have money to blow. Where do we look next? All right. They're all over the place.
Who is?
All right, so let's go to Yelp. Guys, if you use Whois, you're going to get most of the webmasters' emails, so Whois is horrible. There's another big software out there that does it, and they scrape like a lot of emails, but then you look at it, it's all like DNS at webmaster.com and shit. Shitty emails. All right, here's our Yelp page. Impressions Dental Spa, Denver, Colorado. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, Internet. All right, I don't see an email here. Let's go to Yelp, or Yellow Pages. We just went to Yelp. Impressions Dental Spa, Denver, Colorado. I'm assuming they're kind of new because I don't even see them on here. Impressions Dental. That's not the Impressions Dental Spa. This might be it. Do those addresses match up? No. So I can't find them on here. where's the go-to place that the people are in the know? Like, I'm going to get some information about this company. I've got a resource that most people don't use. There you go. Everybody's getting it. But it's funny how you say that, and everybody's like, that's got to be Manta.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of people guessing Manta from the get-go. But
yeah, I know.
They were sticking with it. Like, I'm Manta the whole way through these questions.
I'm going to get it eventually. So I did Impressions Dental Spa. If you look up here, I'm under Colorado. Impressions Dental Spa, I cannot find it in Denver, Colorado. So we've looked at all the new usual places. How many emails a day do you think this company gets? Now, do you think if you could contact this company by email, you'd be doing better than most people? All right, let's go see what I got going on. This kind of stuff I have all day long. I'm going to scroll over here. There we go. It's funny how this one works out because this one is Amy at Impressions Dental Spa. So this Amy is getting very few emails, if any.
Yeah,
the other
it's Amy versus Amy.
Exactly. I set this example up, and I started looking at it, and I was like, oh, that's too funny. So Amy at Impressions Dental Spa is checking this email every day, a couple times a day probably. She's not getting bombarded with anything. Nothing.
She is now.
Yeah, everyone's right now emailing her.
Everyone's emailing Amy right now.
So, do you think this email address is worth more than the one people are scraping? For this company, you can't find it. I've looked all over for this email, can't find it. So do you guys think if you had an email list like this, you could make money? Zoom, 100%. Aha.
Where you at, Rick? C?
Where would we get it at? All right. On my knees begging. We don't need any begging. Guys. Come on, guys. All right.
Come on, guys.
Let's keep it classy here. Stay classy, San Diego. All right, let's go back to my crazy slides and see what's next. Now we're back in fancy world. Like I said, getting emails is the tricky part. I talked to another company that does this a lot, and they have a full team of 3 outsourcers that does nothing but scour the web for emails, and I showed them this. Like, our guys can work all day for 8 hours a day, all 3 of them, and we can't produce 2 of those spreadsheets in a day. So there is no good solution. Everything on the market we've tried. We have literally bought everything. We didn't want to do anything in-house. We're like, fuck it. There's got to be something out there that will make this happen for us. We tried it all. We spent hundreds, probably over $1,000 easily, trying out all these sources, checking out the emails and stuff, and it was all, while it was effective, it wasn't in the bulk we knew was out there. Where's my mouse? Info USA, I just showed you. I bought 150 email leads for $100. Had to do dentists in 4 major cities. One of them, the second biggest city in the country, Chicago. So how quickly do you think their email leads are going to dry up on me? 20% of them bounced, and this is not cost-effective to scale. It's just really not. 20% bounce, another 60% didn't respond. I'm down to like 35 good emails I can do. So at $100 a pop, I'm paying about $3 just to get in somebody's inbox where I know it's going to read. It's not very conducive to making a lot of money. All right, you guys want to see how I got that list? All right. How fancy does this software look? All right.
Super fancy.
I know. I made this so simple anybody can use it because my team, some of them aren't very bright. Even though
I think that everyone on this call believes that.
Let's go here and look at the setting.
After watching, trying to zoom in on this.
I know.
I think. Nice.
I can't hire people too much smarter. I won't be able to talk to them. They'll just ignore me. All right. This software's got proxies built in. So if you're doing heavy-duty scraping like we are, we got a link inside to do proxies. It's very simple to do. For $15 a month, you can get good proxies. Now, search depth. This is arbitrary. So if you're going after dentists in New York City, you go to 5. If you're doing dentist in Springfield, Illinois, you can go to 5, but your results at the end will get less targeted, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Social stats. If you guys aren't doing anything with Facebook at all, you can turn this off, and it'll go quicker. It's multi-threaded. We can do 5 threads at a time. Email website filter, we always turn this on. This means every result it brings back will have both a website and an email address that you can contact. If you guys ever try to sell internet marketing services to a company in this day and age that does not have a website already, and you have to convince them to get a website, just abandon the project and run away. I don't know if Ryan's had experience with this, but if you got to convince people this day and age to get a website up and running, trying to sell them anything else will be like pulling teeth from a cranky tiger. It's horrible.
No, I had a guy AJ just recently in LA that wanted me. He didn't have a website. He had a Yelp listing, and he wanted me to rank his Yelp listing. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I can, but I'm not. So I was like, you need
exactly,
way more than, you need way more than that. So exactly.
I was talking to an auto dealer in Corpus Christi, Texas, the other day. Their website's designed with Wix.com, and I'm on this webinar. He's like, "Can we just rank the site I have?" I was like, "No, I can't. I don't want to. I won't. You got to buy a new website from me."
Nope.
So they had a website, but that's a different story. So let's go over here and go back to this. You guys will see exactly how I got that list I just showed you. We've made it very complicated. This scrape's different than a lot of scrapers, and we got training inside to show you how to. DDS is the doctors for dentists. It's what they put on everything. Let's go here and go dentist. Let's select a file. Denver, dentist, Webby, RyMac. Save. All right. So you saw how complicated that was. Then I clicked this button. It's going to get ready. It's going to scrape some URLs. Now I'm not going to let you guys bore you to death, sit here and watch this thing run, because you don't have to do anything. You just let it go. It'll run. Gathering URLs. Then it'll start checking all the data, and then it'll get rid of all the ones that don't have an email or a URL. Yes, it is. Thank you, guys. Literally, if I can do this, you can do it.
The location is dentist.
Now it's all screwed up because I did that.
Yeah, now you gotta resave it. You know.
No, it's going. So this is going. All I had to do was put those little inputs in, and this is the list I got back. Is that about as easy as it comes for software? No?
We'll get to that in a second, Gary.
Yeah, guys, settle down. I'm going to give you a chance to buy this. Everybody settle down. It will be for sale. Very short period of time. Beam me up, Scotty.
He said ram me up, though. He didn't.
Ram me up. I don't even know what that means, so therefore. All right. Do you guys think if you could spit out lists like this on demand, you could make money with the method I just showed you? It spits them out just like this. Yeah, everybody's saying, absolutely, yeah, I could. A lot of software out there is overcomplicated for the sake of being overcomplicated, just because they think they need 100 things. I'd rather have software, and this is built in-house. This is what we use every day in our business, and we had the misfortune of showing it off to people like Ryan and a few other people who actually begged us to get this on here for you guys. This was never meant to be for sale. We don't create stuff anymore for sale. Everything we do is in-house. This thing scrapes everything you need: the phone, the address, the email, the URL, Facebook fan page, likes, check-ins, and talking about. It gives you the raw data you need to go out there and make a shit ton of money. It's called Crazy Lead Machine. We had to get fancy because we were going to sell it to Ryan's people, so we had to put a name on it. You cannot go online and find this website anywhere. You cannot find this for sale. There's no buy button outside of this webinar anywhere online. Grabs more emails and better emails than anything on the market. We have literally tested everything. We bought everything, and we're like, this doesn't work. We need this, we need this, we need this. For people talking about foreign sites, I'll talk about that here in a minute. It does work for foreign sites. It works anywhere. Okay, that sales page didn't get taken down, Scott, and you're going to get a better price than anyway. So I did misspeak. Thanks for calling me out. All right. If you guys at the end of this call bought this and got 1,000 emails tonight, do you think you could fire it up tomorrow and make a few sales? The system I have laid out, if you get 1,000 emails, exactly how I showed you a minute ago, the emails you're going to get are some companies, now 50% of them are going to be different or unique. The other 50 are going to be the same ones everybody's emailing. But with this method, you're going to get down to the heart of it so quickly. All right, we're going to do a one-time payment. Free updates for life. We showed this as one other person's list, and they bought it like crazy. We have pushed out 8 updates on this already. It's in-house. We use it every day. We're going to give you guys a 5-computer license. If you guys got a team or an outsourcer, go for it. You can scrape unlimited emails. Like I said, I was not lying when I said we have 25,000 emails that we scraped in the last week ready to mail. You're going to get emails that nobody else has. So your response rate, if you use the method we have, is going to go crazy. 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, guess the price. How much do you think we're charging?
No, look, no. This is funny because people are like, I found it. You said you can't find it, and people found a buy button on the internet. So there's a lot of people getting it right. But what I like is the fact that I'm such a super negotiator. All of you that researched online are off on the price.
Yeah, you those ones prove me wrong. We're gonna prove you wrong now. Woohoo.
Someone said $19,000. Oh no, $2,000. Something interesting.
$299, $300,000.
I mean, really, it's really worth a lot of money. You know.
I would say if you sold one mobile website $500, and this costs $500, and allowed you to do that, would that not be worth it? $2,197.
We gotta raise your price. Next
time. I know. I wish Kyle was online so I could tell him to go raise his price and change the site real quick. One-time payment of $97. You get a 5-site license. Give it to your team. Give it to your outsourcers. Let them run all this stuff. If you could drop that link in the chat box, Ryan. Oh, I got it. We'll get you the link in the chat box. Send this to everyone.
I put it in. I was typing. I didn't.
Oh,
you didn't tell me what the link was.
I forgot. See how organized this is?
It's fine.
Right.
It was last minute. So everybody, if anybody who found that other link for $300 online and you bought it, shame on you for not trusting me.
Exactly. Everybody keeps asking, does this work on a Windows or Mac? This is a Windows software. With that being said, we think we've come up with the most creative solution anybody's ever had. Everybody on our list that you say, I hate parallels, I hate all this stuff, and I'll talk about foreign cities in a little bit. We got you guys a good deal on a virtual private server. Everybody hates the software running on your computer because it slows it down, it bogs it down. We have an introductory price, and it's only like $10, $12 a month for a virtual private server. All you have to do is get that, install it on there, and let it run all day without you touching it.
Yeah, and Sherry,
so
I think
this is good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Sherry, I think that question was kind of answered already. You know, this is way different than anything else you've seen as far as the results of returns. Let me also make this point, too, real quick, AJ. So crazyleadmachine.com/RyMac. For everybody who came in late, I saw some people coming in really late. The slides, everything that AJ went over, the actual method is there. And everybody who was on, that we said, hey, relax, it's cool, we got you. Go there at the bottom of that page, too. I'll drop it in. And the method's down there, as well as the button to invest in the software. So,
yeah, if you go there, the free training, I promise you guys, is down there. Let me open it up and show you guys. And just for the record, I did design this sales page. As you can see, nice. No crazy copywriter was paying. I got this figured out. Are you kidding me?
Man.
And I'm not going to stand by this. I put this in there. This will be up for a couple days max. Me and Ryan haven't talked about when it's coming down.
We haven't got
this
that
is probably
far,
this is probably the latest date it'll be up at all.
Yeah, yeah. It's guys. Okay, so first of all, people are like this. They're like, okay, I've seen it for other prices and find this, and only $97 here. I try to tell you guys, we negotiate this. So as long as AJ didn't want to really do this, trust me on that. As long as I can fend him off from shutting this down, I'm going to. All right. So I guess he gave us a 3 to 8 max limit. So there it is.
That's to the end of July. After that, this page is coming down. Then if you guys want to buy after that, you can buy for whatever price is on the standard page, $297 or whatnot, and I don't have to give Ryan any of that. So yes. That works too.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So everybody wait to August 2nd buy. No.
I just want to gauge real quick who's already in, because I saw people, there's questions floating in. People are like, I'm on this. So I saw Done, awesome from Bill. Me, I'm in. Bill Wash, go. I use that timer. Sweet.
If you guys are getting errors, it's because our server's getting slammed right now.
Yeah. A lot of people show up to our calls, believe it or not.
Yes. people on your calls see a good deal and actually get in.
Yes.
So yeah, if you're having errors, I'll drop the support email in here. Give it till you wake up in the morning before you hit up support, because they'll probably be sorted by then. It's just our server is literally getting hammered right now with everybody on here.
Love it.
So if you're having problems there,
I'm in. And so do you have? Let's just drop that and say it aloud. What is the support email? Just I don't want to leave anybody.
Support at crazyleadmachines.com.
Oh, you got in there. Oh, you beat me. Fine, whatever.
All right, so if you want, we're gonna have to.
That's fine. So, AJ, let's do this, okay? Because everybody's really excited. Everybody especially saw the method and then how they get these things. I was excited, ergo last minute webinar tonight before you disappeared. I see the questions. Let's talk about overseas information because that seems we have a lot of people in Australia, a lot of fans that follow us in the UK. What about these guys?
All right. A short description on what this does. This scrapes different than anything else online. By that I mean we have training inside to show you how to use the best keyword research. It doesn't scrape Yelp. It doesn't scrape Yellow Pages. It's got an advanced search algorithm. So any country online that has Facebook fan pages, it will work for. I can't tell you exactly what this thing does on the back end because we came up with a method and my programmers went crazy and did a bunch of crazy shit to make it work.
Let me tell you, I can't zoom in on my Excel spreadsheet. What exactly. That I can tell you how this works.
Exactly. I don't know. All I know is it works amazingly well compared to everything on the market. With that being said, as long as Facebook's not banned in the country, it works. And that's the best I can go into it. So that, the Mac question, we got training in there showing you guys how to never have the Mac or Windows issue ever again and never have software. We run all our, I don't know if you guys do this, Ryan, we run all our software that does all the scraping. We have a cheap virtual private server, which we talk about inside. Mm-hmm. And we run everything on there because I don't want all this stuff bogging down my computer. I don't want the hassle of seeing it. I have it on there. It exports, I put it on Dropbox, and boom, it's on my computer. So just learning about the VPS for software and not slowing down your computer is awesome.
That's worth the price of admission. I'm so proud of myself now for talking down on this lower price. I'm gloating over here. Just
I forgot the sales page is even up, so I don't even know if that button works. So if somebody wants to buy it at that price, let me know if it works.
Yeah. So crazyleadmachines.com/RyMac. And then, so we answered, let's do this. Let's answer questions specific to A, the method, right? And then B, things that may need to be addressed about what the software does. I think you showed it all pretty well. So for instance, like Sherry says, how many computers can we install it on? Right?
It's licensed. You can install it on 5 computers. If you try to install it on more than that, the license will stop working. So you can give it to your team members and your outsourcers. We hooked you guys up with enough licenses where you're good.
Yep. So Tony says, do we send personalized email from main or business address? You send it from, and they go over that a little bit in the process, but you send it from just a made up. So you'd be like Tony567889 for the first one, and then the second one from a different email to provide the solution. Right, AJ?
Yeah. Somebody asked about Pro, and I forgot what that is because we have a lower version in here. What you guys get with the Pro is the custom search. So let's say you guys want to do a dog puppy, some type of dog puppy type site. This is still running that other search. So say you want to do a dog puppy or a Second Amendment rights type page. You can do any custom search and scrape all the Facebook fan pages from inside here and get all that information back. So what we've done with this is, and I probably shouldn't tell you guys this, we ran this with Chamber of Commerce. We have over 600 emails to Chamber of Commerce that have mobile or that have websites and have Facebook fan pages. If you guys want to target certain organizations, dental associations, whatnot, you can do that inside here. It's not just a niche location combo. There is no OTO. There is training inside the software. We are adding sales funnels and the sample email templates. I didn't get around to it today. Like I said, me and Ryan literally threw this together. You guys are getting a customized download page. This has only been shown to one other group of people. So you guys are getting a customized RyMac download page. By Tuesday, I will have email templates in there. I couldn't make time this weekend to do it. This was all thrown together the last second, coming together. So they're not in there now, but they will be there by Tuesday at the latest.
Yeah, so you're going to get everything you need. The scraper, the templates, everything is going to be right there. See, I hope so. AJ, did you record this call?
If I say yes, will you believe me?
I just want the truth.
No.
Perfect. I don't think we have a recording. So if you're listening on this call right now and you recorded this, will you please let me know? Because we didn't
How can
we
you
didn't.
record?
I have a recording, Anthony. Hold on, I'm gonna send you right now.
I usually ask people on the calls to record just because I know mine. The email templates will be inside the membership site.
1 second, Anthony. So Anthony's saying we're recording. If someone else does, I'm also. You're getting. I sent you an email. Don't abuse that one. Okay. If you could hook me up, Anthony, and then you also have my very private email address as well. So thanks for that. Let's see. Yes, recorded. Sam. I'm gonna hit you up with that too, just in case. I'm gonna put some eggs in because I didn't record. AJ, you didn't record.
This is what happens when you're on a webinar with us.
See,
there's no adult supervision.
There's no adult supervision.
This is what happens.
This is what happens. Nothing responsible. So here's another one. I remember you telling me you're gonna hook them up with that. So
yeah, I just didn't get in time to it today. Those will be inside. Like I said, you guys will have a login to the Crazy Lead Machine website. You're inside when you're in there. We have specialized page for you guys from RyMac's people. So I have those added by Tuesday at the latest. I don't know my schedule tomorrow, so I can't promise they'll be there tomorrow. But all of them will be inside there. For everybody looking at the PDF, looking for the PDF, it's right here on the download page or on the buy page.
We'll see also too. And Laura says that's why I use Hangouts. So the problem with Hangouts, Laura, we'd be doing it is there's a lag time. So if like I say, hey, what do you think about this, and then you don't see that for like 30 seconds, it's very difficult to navigate from our end for our end to interact. So trust me, like you've seen, we got the pulse in this stuff. As soon as we're able, we're going to be doing that stuff. Let's see. Do
you go over the VP stuff inside the site? Yes, inside the members area, we talk about the VPS for the Mac people.
Awesome. How do we get the PDF here? If you go to, I gotta click back up to the link. We put so much stuff in here. crazyleadmachine.com/RyMac at the bottom of the page, and I will drop that in here for you, Aaron. There we go. This tool show. So this one doesn't show if they have a mobile site, right?
No.
No.
We talk about that in there. There's other software out there we recommend that does the checking for mobile websites, and I haven't found anything out there that checks sites for mobile websites that's very accurate. So what I suggest is you hire somebody for 10 hours a week, have them take your list, and just load up. What do we use? We use Mobilizer, I think. We use Mobilizer, and we just have them go through and check them. There's no software out there that checks for mobile sites very accurately. A lot of them do, but there's not anything that does it like this does. You just have to look at it and see.
I'm still just hitting up people that said they recorded it. I want to make sure we get this back out to. I even sent an email. Make sure you show up live. A lot of people showed up live though. So let's see. Where are you going on your desktop?
Oh, me? I don't know. I forgot my screen was still being showed.
Yeah, you're sharing your screen. Can you go back to your power? Put the link up for some people. There you go. Perfect. See, Gary's like, what is the buy link? It's right there on your screen now, but let's do this. Let me drop it in here one more time. The actual.
See, I can't even copy and paste this damn thing.
Did that work?
If you guys got the link, you're lucky.
Tom, if it gives you MP4, I think is what we need. Tom L, you just chatted in. Thanks, guys. We'll be using tomorrow. Awesome, Bill. Nice flower. That was a nice flower on your desktop, though.
You like it? Windows 8's horrible, and I haven't got around to trying to figure out how to change it.
I've heard of it. So here goes another one. You're welcome, Rob. Can you see Jeff's question? It says, do you need to buy proxies to make it work?
No, you guys don't need proxies. If you're scraping a couple lists a day, this system will be fine. You don't need proxies. But when we come in here, if you guys are doing heavy-duty scraping like we are, we have a link inside. I think it's $20 a month for 10 private proxies, I think the link's for. And if you guys are doing heavy-duty scraping like our team's doing, like I said, we scraped 25,000 leads in the last week. You need proxies in here to make sure that you don't get banned by Google. So proxies, if you're not going to be scraping heavy duty, and you'll see it pop up. If there's a capture or something pops up, it'll show you in here. And if you don't want to do proxies, we also have the CAPTCHA in here, which it'll solve the CAPTCHAs for you, but I prefer you guys just use proxies. It'll do it better, and it won't block you off of Google when you search yourself. And here's something I was talking about earlier, the update log. We've had 7 updates already on this, and we showed it to people a couple weeks ago. So we've had 7 updates in the past 2 or 3 weeks on this. So this thing is getting updated like crazy because, like I said, we use it in our own business. So it's got to be working for us. And the updates, I didn't cover this either, the updates are pushed out automatically. So every time you open this up, if there's an update available, you'll see a button to download the update. So you never have to log into the site and check and see if you're running the latest version. Every time you open it, if there's a latest version, you'll know about it. Do you need to buy my basic course?
No, I'm just
Copy paste. Do you see Mike's? Do you need to buy my basic Windows course? Cover Zoom, copy.
Yeah.
My laptop died on me on Valentine's Day this year, so I went to Best Buy. I took my girlfriend out to dinner. We went to Best Buy that night. I bought this computer I'm using now. Had Windows 8 on it. Took me 2 hours to figure out how to get the start button back and do anything. You're welcome, Mike. What is considered too much scraping? You'll know. It'll pop up and say, it'll have a CAPTCHA. If you guys are doing 2 to 4 scrapes a day over the course of a day, you're fine. And spread it out. If you know you're not going to email these leads for 3 weeks, go ahead and wait to scrape them. Don't try to scrape 100 million leads if you don't want to buy proxies. If you want to buy proxies, go ahead and go scrape crazy. Ryan, I got to hop off here for 60 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, sure. So what I want to make sure you're getting in, because I'm getting a lot of people that are coming in and saying they're in, or a lot of people asking questions. So it's sort of dying down a little bit as people are exiting the call, so hundreds on. Non-scraping questions, because this is not my tool, but as far as like the method and other things, let's see, can you do a list of places? Thank you. Welcome, Tracy. It does. You're welcome, Mike. No, it doesn't, Sherry. It does not tell whether or not their business has a mobile website. He was using that as an example in the training. Okay, so this is what everybody's soliciting, especially I want you guys, because I see this all the time. Like, I'll give an example, like a case study, and then people will go and do the same exact thing. So in the example, he's just showing, how I did that with a mobile site. You can make this fit into any mold that you want to do. Okay, so it's just with that mobile hook was really good because he's got the send from the iPhone on the bottom, looks like, or send from BlackBerry, whatever. Let's see. That's right, Eric. Yep. Another thing too, and I asked AJ this, and I want you guys to think about this, especially if you're on the call and you already got this. Think about this, okay? It sounds like AJ. It sounds like you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm glad you're back because I asked AJ this question. So he went through. He showed me. I went to info free. I got like 100 whatever emails, paid $100. Half 20% bounces, and it just sucked. I said, well, couldn't I just use your scraper and just be my own info free and be like, look how crappy their emails are. I'll give you like 3 times the amount of great emails for there's so many ways you can use this to leverage to make money and broker if you don't want to sell offline services. So
if you guys wanted to just have this, here's a great WSO. Take this, pick 5 niches, scrape all the leads for the top 200 cities. Do a WSO where you got buy button for dentists in the top 200 cities, for the chiropractors, for the lawyers, and just sell those leads. You can make your money back 100 times fold just doing that. Yep. So you can actually start a company doing this.
Yep. No, exactly. So for me, that would be a great business model, but I would just be more interested in the actual emailing the doctor that never gets emailed. But look, Rob's like, shh, James says repeat it. Okay, and people are asking recording. Hopefully a lot of the attendees said that they recorded. I gave out some email addresses and stuff. We'll see if we get a recording out of this. I didn't record and AJ didn't record, so.
Yeah, you're lucky we made it here on time.
No. Yeah, well, on time. I mean, we're good for business, but they're all looking at it colored in their PowerPoint, though.
I know. Fancy.
Do we have other? So the method, again, the actual, the method that reports on the same page you can invest in the software.
One thing, I see some questions coming in here that we'll get to and everything. Here's what it comes down to. Everybody saw my presentation on how I do email marketing. Do you think the method I showed you for email marketing works better than any other email marketing method out there? Does anybody agree with that? Just by looking at it and not doing it, do you think just looking at it and trusting your gut that this works better than most stuff? I think free beer may work better. If you figure out how to do that, Brian, let me know because I'd like to be able to do that. So yeah, this strategy, you know in your gut it works. Now when it comes down to scraping leads, you can do this. You can go call up InfoUSA. You have to call them to get email addresses. I paid $100 cash for this. I paid them right out of my pocket to get this to ramp this up. As you can see, I had to go through 4 big cities, if I know where it's at. Dallas, St. Louis, Chicago, and Denver. I had to go to that many cities just to get 150 dentist emails. The way we do business, I would tap out their email leads in no time. So for less than the price that I could buy this, I could get the software that for Denver dentists will spit this back to me. Let me go look at the emails. Look at all these emails. Now about 50% of them are different than what's on the publicly available sites. I'm not going to tell you every email it pulls back is different than the ones you can find online because it's not. But I showed you this company right here. I can't find their email anywhere. Everybody goes there. They go to Yelp. They go to Yellow Pages. They go to Manta. Can't find it. My email to this company is going to get through a lot better and actually get read. This Wine Coop Dental. Amy's getting pounded with emails. I showed you exactly that. I have, where's that? Scroll up. I have Dr. Chelsea at Denver Wine Coop Dentist. Amy's getting pounded with emails and her eyes are bleeding. Dr. Chelsea probably doesn't get most of the information she needs because Amy so hates her life that she's just deleting shit. This will get through to the dentist. My response rate goes through the roof. Through the last guy.
Chris he's just been on it the whole night. He's like, Amy gets around, and it's just, ever since he's seen her name twice, that was it. Carl, if you're using private, can you answer that? I'm not even sure what Carl means. If you're using a private Facebook address, aren't they going to smell a rat when they get an email account that isn't public?
Some might. If you guys are worried about your marketing pissing off a very, very few people, then get out of the game. I don't care what you do, you're going to piss off some people. And if you're not pissing off a few people, you're not marketing right or effectively.
You're not doing it correctly. Exactly.
If you've heard some of the stuff me and Ryan have done, and the email I read to him the other day, I had a company contact me and said they were going to press a lawsuit against me if I ever contacted them again. All I did was take a publicly available review that's online hurting their business, and I put it on the outside of an envelope. If you guys are worried and try to market where you guarantee you'll piss off nobody, I can tell you right now, just to pack it in, you're not going to make any money.
If you're worried about pissing off people, you probably just need to pack it in because the only way is to get around that fear of rejection, fear of people being upset with you.
They're not going to go out and ruin your reputation. They're not going to talk shit on you. They're going to get on. Like I said earlier, I used this method to get a client 2 months down the road. He goes, I just have to ask. We got an email right before yours that said we had a shitty mobile website or they couldn't view it. Was that you? I was like, yeah, somebody on my team sent that email. He's like, awesome. Thanks for doing that because we never would have got around this for another year or two if you wouldn't have sent that email. As long as you guys are going in this to help a business market their business online, how you get their business or get their attention, when it comes down to it, they don't care. They're not going to hold it against you that you did something slightly off key to get their attention, which led them to contact you, which led you to help their business out.
How many times, let me ask you this, AJ, because I know how many times I got this phone call and this is how it opened. And I learned, and you and I have talked about, we're like, I got this idea for direct mail. You're like, and we're both just like, let's try this. You try, how many times have you heard this? You get the phone call in, and I'll say, hey, this is Ryan. Like, all right, you got me. There's a wiffle ball bat, a big-ass triangle thing. Like, you got my attention. What are you trying to sell me? And so that's what we're going for. You're looking for, that phone call or that interaction, getting their attention. Doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah, you guys, when it comes down to this type of marketing stuff, I can honestly say this, that me and Ryan have tried more off-the-wall stuff than anybody you'll talk to online. Now, does it all work? Absolutely not.
And do we share it with everybody? No.
No, some stuff we fail tremendously, and we laugh about it because we know the next project's going to work or the next one's going to work, or we get some idea that we can go with. But nothing works all the time, and if you don't have people like us out there testing this shit, you won't find out, and you're going to do what everybody does. You guys got to stop doing what everybody does. Everybody knows the normal marketing channels, and they hit them up. It takes a lot to stand out there. Now, we got direct mail methods, meaning I can go on all night probably. We could take this call till 2 in the morning.
If you
wanted us, me and him, just have a conversation on direct mail on this call and you guys listen, we'd probably charge $500 for it. Literally, the amount of information we could share, exactly. The amount of information we have, but when it comes down to it, my company's got to build systems and all this stuff to do it. I was like, I want to be emailing people. I want to get out there and get more clients. I walked away from a mid-six-figure-a-year business selling this shit because I got tired of selling it, and I wanted to go, actually, there's more money out there making this and doing this than there is selling it. Absolutely.
Yep.
So with that being said, I haven't run this for London, so I'm going to try to put my money where my mouth is. Here we got dentists, and I don't even know if they do DDS, if that's the proper slogan for dentists in London. And I got training inside the membership site on the keyword selection because this doesn't go scrape Yelp or Yellow Pages. So the keyword selection on this is a little different. That's why we get so much better results. Let's go ahead and click start and see what it gets. Again, I've never done this, so I'm going out on a limb here.
Are you using like an e-cigarette or something?
Let's go with yes, but if I had to tell you,
or a real cigarette. You know I quit smoking, right? Did I tell you that?
I know you did. That's why. See, I've done this a lot today, and I don't do this myself. I have a team that does this. So if you do it a lot, you'll get a capture like this.
I can't even read that. They're getting so difficult.
I know. They started out doing something. Now it's just fucking over the top. Let's see if that worked. No, I can do that one. COLAR, maybe. And like I said, if you guys don't want to use it, just use the capture services. We got death by the capture and everything in there, but it will lock up your regular Google when you do it. So we're doing dentist, DDS in London.
So Phil, this mouse lost my questions window.
Yeah, I exited out of it once, and it took me till the next day to figure out how to get it back once you exit out.
Yeah, you have to go to the view and then questions. Yep. All right. Where did Phil's question go?
So I just did this for dentist and DDS in London. I have 584 results. Now, since I have my settings set up for only return companies that have email addresses and websites, this is probably going to return me probably 120 to 200 contacts. Now, if you went out and bought 120 to 200 contacts with email address for dentists in London, how much do you think that would cost you? And on top of this is where it gets really good that nobody really thinks about. Not only are you contacting companies that have websites and an email you have companies that are doing Facebook. Do you think a company that's got a Facebook fan page is open to ideas on better marketing and getting their message out there? Absolutely they are. So that's what this can do. Somebody said open up some other results you got so it's not just that one-off. Let me open up some results. I'll show you guys crazy amount of results. All right. Let's open this one. This is what I did for Chicago Realtors.
That this would be your second Facebook status to go with the other one. I got results for days.
All right, something with GoToWebinar and everything I got running. I got the software running, I got GoToWebinar running, and I've got this running. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop this.
Yeah, I was going to say, we see, okay, now I see the crazy machine.
All right, Realtors in Chicago. I have 238. See how many email addresses I have. I have 238 email addresses to Realtors. Do you think I sell to Realtors in Chicago? I can get a hold of some people? Let's look at more. Like I told you, I can do this all day. I've never had so many leads under my control ever. I feel like a little school girl.
You did send me a copy of this, right?
I got leads.
You did send me a copy of this, right?
No, there's a buy link on crazyleadsmachine.com/RyMac.
Is there a buy link over there?
I think you can get a copy there.
I'll trick Robert. I'll trick Robert into buying it. Don't worry.
We got dentists in Omaha. I've got 91 dentists to contact in Omaha. Let's say Denver restaurants. Let's see. This is an older version. The new version, one of the updates we pushed out, dedupes it so you don't get dupes like this, like duplicate entries. So this is an older one. So there's 149. Let's say there's only 100 here. Hey, I got 100 dentists or restaurants in Denver to contact. And guys, I can go on all day with this. Literally, when I say I have more emails than I could ever contact, I literally have more emails than I can ever contact. That's the power of having software like this. This was built in-house. We didn't want to build this. We bought everything on the market trying not to build this. I didn't want to. But everything on the market was falling short. Therefore, we went in, figured out a method, and we automated it. And since you guys know Ryan, and I know Ryan, you guys get to view this. You will never see a public launch for this. You will never get bombarded with emails from 50 marketers for this. I guarantee you. It doesn't go out to the general public. We got this webinar set up, and we might have one more in a month from now with somebody, which is not even definite. So once that countdown timer goes down, you guys can pay $297 or whatever it says. But unless you want to pay that, you can't get a hold of this. It's just that simple.
Love it. Mike says, quit sharing. Mike's been yelling at us to just end the webinar and get off.